Hi, Shabbat Shalom. This is a short piece on Midrash Tanchuma, Parshat Shoftim. Just something that we take for granted. I know everything that we learn in general as kids in yeshiva, high school, we don't re-examine through adult eyes. We take it for granted. Start with a very simple statement from the Midrash. It says, "Ubnei Noach horgim be'ed echad, b'dayan echad, v'shalo b'hatra'ah." So imagine, we take for granted that in Jewish law you need 2 witnesses. For a murder case you need capital punishment, you need 23 judges, and of course you have to have warning. But that's not the way it was for many of the non-Jewish court systems. You could have 1 judge, which of course is danger of being bribed, and someone is put to death with just 1 judge, no warning, and only 1 witness. So it's simple but a powerful idea. I was actually looking at the Code of Hammurabi, which makes statements like, if somebody's committing a robbery, they could be put to death. There's another statement there about eye for an eye, literally an eye for an eye, even though our Torah says, of course, it's mammon. It's not an eye for an eye. And so you get to feel what's going on here, the huge difference. But at the end of the day, the Midrash makes another statement, because we start to talk about the scenario of a battlefield. Now, it's true that in Tanakh, you had Barak who was afraid to go to battle without Devorah, and of course the Kohen Mashiach gets up and says, who's afraid, who just built a house, and all those things. So there are people who are afraid. But if you're thinking, if we're worshiping God, do we really have to be afraid? Why can't God just fight for us? So this, of course, is a challenge, but the Midrash makes a beautiful statement, and I guess I would sum it up with the words that every battlefield is really a courtroom for the Jewish people. In other words, the Midrash says that the juxtaposition of the words ki tetzeh milchama, and that's right near v'darshu hashoftim heitev. So it says mishiasu hashoftim din tzu'ul milchana batem notzchim. In other words, the battlefield is a courtroom for us. If our courtrooms are done in justice according to the laws of the Torah, no cheating and no influence, but that we are ministering true justice, no need to worry about who's going to win the war, because that is our courtroom. The courtroom for the case is really the courtroom for how the war is going to turn out. And God forbid, if there is injustice, then it's going to unfortunately take its toll on when we're at war with our enemy. So in that way is another beautiful connection that the Midrash is making about this need, the fundamental need for justice, and how it has such a important role in the outcome of Jewish history. Anyways, I want to wish you a great Shabbos.